TTC update. Last time we checked in on Sunday, Brian did the live trigger shot for the HCG hormone.
Woo-woo. So we went back in on Monday, December 1st, and they did another ultrasound. At that point in time, I was at a whole 16 and a half. So apparently I was on turtle mode, and she said he's either going to bring you back in again on Tuesday, or you might decide to inseminate depending upon your estrogen level. So apparently if it increases, then we wait some more for the egg to continue to grow. If it comes to a stop or decreases, that means it's time. So
meaning she's about to ovulate potentially, and we missed that window. So
they reached out to me later that afternoon, and they said we're gonna inseminate, so take your trigger shot tonight. And that was Monday night.
That's when we showed you guys the video, so you've seen that already.
Yes. And Tuesday and Wednesday were the big days, insemination days. I went in solo, y'all. Solo dolo. You know I was a G.
I had to work on site at a plant. There was no way I could get out of it unless it was an absolute emergency, and I was already for sure going to leave a workshop to attend the second one. So Brianne, being the champ that she is, went in at 9:30 that morning. It was a very quick procedure, but I'll let Brianne tell you guys how it actually went for her.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty quick. I waited in the waiting room longer than the actual procedure, which was like an hour. They called me in. They had all the tools laid out like you see on the movies. You know, daunting, right? And then so, you know, I had to get undressed, waist down, waiting another 15 minutes for the doctor to come in. You know, it's supposed to be quick and dirty. They come in with their little speculum, you know, quick and dirty. I don't know what happened, but that hurt.
So all the videos I watched to kind of prep myself and to let her know how the IUI procedure would be, whether or not it's painful, painless. Every video I watched said it was pretty painless. If anything, it was more of like discomfort, but not any pain. But the minute Brianne finished and I started reading kind of her messages, and when I was able to get a signal, I seen that she was in a lot of pain. So I don't know if it's has to do with, you know, the amount of times maybe potentially had sexual intercourse with a man or penetration or something like that, but I'm guessing it felt like kind of like she was a virgin and somebody was using a speculum to open her up. So it ended up being a lot more painful than I ever imagined. So I was pretty sad I wasn't able to attend, because she said she shed a couple tears.
But anyway, you know, I'm a G. So day 2 rolls around. You know, I know how it felt, but I was like, you know, quick and dirty, because that one took about, you know, first, you know, I was like, wait, and then she was like, done. And I was like, oh, really? And that was like 2 minutes. So we go in Wednesday. We go in Wednesday, and she came with me. And I'm expecting the same thing, but it's I think last time it was actually a nurse, and this time it was a doctor on Wednesday. So he came in, they said, you know, they told me, you know, about your experience yesterday, so I'm going to talk you through it. You know, I'm throwing a couple
They had prepped
jokes.
her, and the nurse and the doctor had found out that Brianne was not a fan of the speculum. So the doctor tried to tell some jokes to make her feel more comfortable, just ease into it and forget about it going on.
He was cool, but
they were corny.
I ain't forgetting nothing. So yeah, he goes in there and he decides to stay in there for 10 minutes. I said something ain't right. 2 minutes?
She's crying.
10 minutes. Either the nurse ain't do it right, or the doctor couldn't find what he was looking for. But something ain't right.
He even called another doctor in there, because apparently, I guess the way she was set up was a little different from normal, and so he had trouble finding out exactly where to insert. And so yeah, we don't know if the nurse the first time she just did it and went on about her business, and the doctor was doing it the right way. We have no clue.
Well, I hope you found out how I was set up, because the way my bank account is set up.
Shut up. So that completes our insemination cycle itself. And so we're now in the infamous TWW, the 2-week wait to see whether or not we're pregnant.
Okay, acronym head. And then we wait for our BFN or BFP. You didn't know I knew that, huh?
Big fat negative or big fat positive pregnancy
oh,
test.
so you know.
Good job.
I've been reading, y'all. I've been reading.
So in addition to us just being in a 2-week wait, and Brianna and I are not waiting kind of on our hands and knees, just, you know, worried and all that. We're just going to see how it goes. We have no plans to actually take a test. We're just going to see whether or not her cycle pops up in 2 weeks and go from there. So in addition to just waiting, we also have this vaginal insert of Endometrin. So here's the Endometrin. It is a vaginal insert. This is kind of how
come on, they don't want that
big
all in
this
face.
is.
Really?
It seems like a nice size pill.
Man, they get it. They get it.
If you guys never had a vaginal insert, and so then you kind of insert the pill. I'm being helpful.
Yes.
You insert the pill into here, and then you insert this part into your vaginal area. You can do it standing or sitting. And then you kind of push this. It's a little lever here. You just push that insert.
Come on, Dr. Moss.
So that's the vaginal insert, and it releases the progesterone hormone, which is kind of the sealant to make sure she kind of gets pregnant and stays pregnant, is how the nurse explained it to us. She'll take that once a day for the next 30 days. So we did have a question from a viewer that we wanted to go ahead and answer kind of on the end of here, and it was basically asking why, how did we come to the decision of who was going to carry the baby? So we basically, it's as simple as Brianne actually really wanted to carry the baby. She wants more children. Yeah, I heard her talk about multiples earlier.
That's what we're expecting, guys. The big 2.
Now she can say we. So so yeah, Brianne, she wants children, more children. We already have AJ, which I can see from a previous relationship. And she wants as many more possible as she can have. So the decision was as simple as she wants kids. She wants to have them and go through the whole motherhood, pregnancy experience there as well.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. That's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, leave your questions and comments below, guys. Anything you have to ask us about the journey or anything else. We'll see you next time.